Albert Schweitzer said, "I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know. The ones among you who will be really happy are those who have sought and found how to serve." And of course, Albert Schweitzer committed his life to service on the mission field, and pretty amazing story if you've never read it. I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know, the ones among you who will be really happy are those who have sought and found how to serve. Guys, this week is National Volunteer Week. And so we wanted to stop a second and take a segment to talk about the whole concept of serving and volunteering and about a cool organization that we've run into in the process. And Drew Brees and his team, Drew, of course, the MVP, winning quarterback, Super Bowl winning quarterback, superstar of the NFL, is really involved in this whole National Volunteer Week and this idea of service. His guys reached out to us, and we said, yes, we'll push pause just a second on answering questions about getting out of debt and stop and talk about the idea of serving. Drew, how are you? Drew?
Hello.
How are you,
yes,
sir?
How you doing?
Good, man. It's
great.
good.
How are you?
Good to have you. Welcome. Where are you today?
Thanks for having me on. I'm actually in California right now, but on my way to New Orleans here very soon. We start our off-season strength and conditioning program next week, as does the rest of the NFL. We all start on Monday, April 20th. So it's the off-season program is upon us.
So very cool. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you again this year. So tell us about National Volunteer Week and how you're plugged into this with this whole Super Service Challenge idea.
Sure. Well, it's great that we're able to recognize all those people out there that are serving their communities, and certainly those who have committed their life to serving their communities by having a National Volunteer Week. Our foundation, the Brees Foundation, is actually part of a really cool program called the Super Service Challenge, in which we challenge companies, organizations, groups of people, anyone, to go out and serve their communities by forming a team of people, identifying a charity that is close to their heart, an area that they feel passionate to go and serve, to go out and actually serve that organization, and then to submit a video, just a 2-minute video, talking about their service, why they chose the organization they chose, and how funding might be able to help this organization. And then we, over the last 4 years, have been able to contribute then $5.5 million to every single one of those charities that has been served, and for those teams who have been able to upload a video talking about that organization. So we've had over 1,600 different charities served, and each one of them receives a check from us to help, further along their organization and the programs that they're behind.
Very cool. It's called the Super Service Challenge, folks. And so what you do is you get a group of employees at your work or maybe a group from your church or whatever you do. You go out, you find a ministry or you find a charity, you find something to serve. You guys as a group serve it, make a cool video, submit it to the Super Service Challenge, which is backed by several foundations, along with the Brees Dream Foundation that Drew and his wife Brittany have. And then they look at those videos and they make a donation based on your plea from that video to that organization, to that charity that you were serving. It's a great idea. And it gives the ability to highlight that you're just happier when you're serving, aren't you, Drew?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think it's a rewarding experience for everybody to be able to give back to their communities, especially to those less fortunate. I know that I've been blessed with so many things in my life, opportunities, great people around me, great organizations to support me. And so certainly the opportunity now to utilize that platform to be able to give back is important to me. And I think, it's really a win-win-win for everyone. For the people who are serving, it's great. It's a rewarding experience. You feel great about being able to give back to the organization that you're serving. You're letting them know that there's somebody out there that cares about them and that wants to see them succeed. And then for the group that you assemble, in so many cases, it's great for team building. You find out, I think, especially within the framework of a company, when you form a group of people together in your company to go out and serve, I think you learn a lot about your team members that way. You learn about the causes that are important to them, At the end of the day, I think it brings you closer. I think you can do a lot for your company, for your organization. So, like I said, it's a win-win-win for everybody. And just recently, we actually developed an app. So it's the Super Service Challenge app that you can basically download onto your smartphone, and then you can upload your videos through the app. So you no longer have to go to a computer to do it, although you certainly could just go to superservicechallenge.com and do it on the website. But you can now get the app, download the app, upload your video there, and immediately you've put the charity that you serve into a position where they're going to receive funding.
You know, we've done this several years here at our company. We took an entire day at Christmas time and shut the company down, took 400 people, go to a local ministry, and all of us work together. And sometimes it's 2 or 3 different ministries because one you can't even get 400 people in some of these places. So, and you know, camaraderie that happens and the stories that happen. I mean, when you're packing Christmas boxes and you're building bicycles together and you're doing whatever you do together, it just creates, as you said, teamwork. But it creates good stuff for the organization. You know, you did something. It breaks your daily monotony. When you serve in any way in the marketplace, it changes you. It's a part of your spiritual walk. It's a part of who you are as a person of character. And so what Drew and this team is doing here is absolutely amazing. So one more time, guys, it's called the Super Service Challenge. And you can go to superservicechallenge.com, or you can download the app, and you put a team together, and you go serve, and then you, of course, make a video of it. You turn that video in, indicating a request for the charity or for the organization you were serving, the ministry you were serving, and then the Super Service Challenge team gang gets together, which, again, is a group of foundations and so forth backing it, like the one that Drew and his wife Brittany put together, which, by the way, they put over $20 million in the Brees Dream Foundation since 2003. So that's a pretty serious foundation you got going, Drew. Very well done, sir.
Thank you. And we've got $1 million more that are sitting there waiting to be doled out to all the charities that are served this year through the Super Service Challenge. So $1 million is going to go out to charities nationwide that are served through the Super Service Challenge this year.
All about National Volunteer Week. Hey, man, thanks for taking a little time out of your day and spending it with us to highlight this, okay?
No problem. Thank you.
Hey, God bless. Thanks for calling in. Drew Brees, superstar quarterback with the New Orleans Saints, highlighting National Volunteer Week and this idea called the Super Service Challenge. And, you know, it's a great thing to do the Super Service Challenge. It really, really is. That's a great idea. But here's a better idea. Serve. If you want to plug into this system and this video process and everything and help it additionally that way, but all he's trying to do there is the same thing we talk about here a lot, and that's encourage you to serve. Back to the Albert Schweitzer quote. I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know, the only ones among you who will be really happy are those who have sought and found a way to serve. Think about when you've served, how you end up getting more out of it than the people you serve. And it can be something as simple as serving lunch at the homeless mission. It can be something as simple as helping a neighbor when they got a problem. It can be something as simple as taking a meal to a friend that's sick. You know, it doesn't matter. It can be little things like that, and it can be big and organized, and you can plug it all into the Super Service Challenge. Anywhere in there is fine. But when you give yourself away, you end up changing you. It's a part of that generosity button that you have to push if you're going to win with money. And that's serving. It's a mentality. It's a process. It's how people, it's how you view the world changes when you're doing this. So National Volunteer Week, check it out, the superservicechallenge.com. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.